Hey everyone. So I've asked you guys to put together a virtual locker as a way of trying to get to know you. And I did the same because I think it's important that you get to know me as well. Um, First of all, before I get into anything in this virtual locker, I'd like to just kind of say that I love teaching. This is my 17th year at Carl Sandburg High School. I love teaching U.S. history, especially. That's a huge passion for me. I do spend a ton of time, obviously, like reading history. My father was a history teacher, and so it's just something that I grew up with and something that I enjoy. Obviously, for me, I like working with kids, and it's always better when we're in the classroom together, exploring history and learning some of the skills that we're going to be doing over the course of the semester. But we're going to make the most of the situation. And so I think a big part of kind of adjusting to remote learning is kind of going that extra step, going and really trying to open up to you guys about kind of who I am. So I put together, it looks like a cluttered photo here of all these different things that I would probably decorate my virtual locker with. So I'm going to just kind of talk through some of them and just tell you a little bit about who I am as a person, and who I'm going to be as your teacher. So I've got a ton of interests. That's the thing you have to understand, is that I'm kind of all over the place. I like to do a lot of different stuff, and that's maybe why this locker is so cluttered. But up front and center, first and foremost, is a picture of me and my family. This image was actually taken in Michigan, where my family has a lake home, and it's during the 4th of July. And you can see there is myself, my wife, who is also a teacher at Sandburg. Some of you might have had her for Math 2, Mrs. Irvin. And then my two children, Allison, who's 8 years old this year, and Maddie, who just turned 4 this past summer. And, really, obviously, it's been really hard being like in quarantine in the spring, and then obviously having the kids in the summer, not being able to do a ton of stuff. But if there is a silver lining for all of this stuff, it's that I've had an opportunity to do a ton of things with my family, and they are by far what motivates me on a day-to-day basis. I am very, very lucky to have them and their support. So that's first and foremost. That's a big part of who I am as a person. But there's a lot of other things too. And a lot of what we see here are just interests and hobbies. So right away, you can see there's a lot of references to music. I've got the guitar. I've got a Beatles poster, a Guster sticker, Death Cab for Cutie. I love music. It's one of the things that I'm just really passionate about. I'm always listening to music. I'm always looking for like new songs. Not only do I play, albeit poorly, the guitar, but I became really, really passionate about music in high school. The Beatles, who I included a picture of, is a big part of that. And then from there, I just kind of branched out. I explored classic rock. And then when I was in college, I did a lot of listening to like alternative music and indie rock. And then I've just continued to try to explore new genres, funk, jazz, hip hop, pretty much like I'll listen to anything. I keep an open mind. Some music speaks to me more than others, but I just put a few of the bands that I like listening to a lot here. And there's way more than this. But in addition to that, I like to stay active. So during quarantine, like my we were kind of trapped. So we built kind of a home gym in the basement to just kind of get some exercise and to work out. So I try to stay active. I work out multiple times a week just to kind of as a stress relief, stay healthy, but also try to seek out different activities that are keep me active. So like in the summer when I'm going to the lake home, that my family has. I grew up water skiing and wakeboarding. That's something that I really enjoy. I played volleyball in high school, and I continue to do that. I coach volleyball, and I also like to golf quite a bit as much. I guess I don't golf as much anymore, but I enjoyed it quite a bit, even though I'm probably not that great at it. Other things that you can see on this is enjoy a little. We got Starbucks there on the top. I like tea and coffee, whatever suits me that given day. I You also see like there's a lot of 80s references with the Ghostbusters symbol on the top, as well as this is a Marty McFly from Back to the Future. One of the things that I read so much nonfiction, I read so much history that when I'm going down, I want to sit to watch either like a TV show or a movie. I tend to look for something that's like funny, comedic. And so like a lot of like 80s comedies are right in my wheelhouse. I like Psych is a show. It's like off the air now, but it was a show in like the 2000s, the early 2010s. It's kind of comedic in nature that I enjoyed. I like The Office, and like I like to laugh when I'm not thinking about history and I'm not like tackling some of those serious topics. I love sports, obviously. Bulls, Bears, and then for me, White Sox. I grew up a White Sox fan. So I got the Chicago White Sox poster right here. I also have some references to where I went to high school and to where I went to college. So I grew up in Elwood, which is a really small town. Not a lot of people have ever heard of it. And like we didn't have a high school. And so I went to to Joliet Central High School. And then after I went from Joliet Central, I attended the University of Illinois. And then I got my job right out of college here at Sandburg, and I've been here for 17 years. So this kind of is my alumni associations. Let's see, I enjoy cooking, and I've been doing a lot of it since my family. We haven't been really eating out all that much since COVID kind of happened. And so I've been trying to cook as many meals here at home as possible. And so just kind of meal planning, trying different stuff. I wouldn't say that I'm great, but enough to at least make the kids eat. So that's a good thing. The other thing, obviously, that's been going on this summer since we've had to kind of adjust our plans, and we haven't been able to we had a vacation to California that got canceled. So that wasn't really possible. So one of the things that we did was try to get out and find some safe ways to just maybe explore our local area. So one of the things I did, I've got the sticker here for Big Agnes. That's a kind of a tent and camping company. I really tried to take my family camping a few times this summer, just get them outdoors, isolated kind of like spots that are, just beautiful hiking. And we kind of took some trips to Michigan, and that was fun as well. Trying to think, that's pretty much, I think that covers most of it. I've got the books here. Oh, a few more. I have the books here. I do love to read, mainly nonfiction. Let's see, current book that I'm reading is called These Truths, which is all about, it's a history of the United States. Big surprise there. You'll also notice the Germ-X bottle. So one of the things that you need to know about me, and like former students can attest to it, is that I'm a slight germaphobe, maybe like hypochondriac. And so obviously the whole COVID scare is definitely creates some anxiety for me. And obviously I'm taking every precaution I possibly can. But yeah, that's just also something to kind of know about me. Beyond that, I'm looking forward to a great school year. I am really looking forward to meet everyone in my classes. I know this is going to be different. I'd be lying if I knew exactly how this was going to work out. But I'm excited to try, and I'm excited to try to think about teaching in new ways, and hopefully reach you guys in the most effective way possible, given our circumstances, whether we're remote like we are right now, or as we move into maybe a hybrid model, and then whenever we're back full time. So welcome to my class. I'm really excited to kind of get to know you guys as well. And this is just kind of a few things that I chose off the top of my head. There's obviously a lot more, but if you're ever interested in talking music or sports or you got some good recipes or anything, obviously I'm going to try to connect with everyone as much as I possibly can. So I'll see you guys later. Take care.